Now be honest. Go back into all the relationships that were abusive, that you hate, that you think they broke you, and tell me honestly that you didn't have an intuitive voice telling you not to get into it or to get out of it. Or at least telling you not to trust. Then we run around feeling bad, feeling sad, cursing that situation, cursing that person, labeling that person or something, situation bad, but never acknowledging the fact that I dismissed my intuition. I dismissed my voice, my guiding voice. I dismissed what I knew. So that means I dismissed myself. I disrespected myself. I did not acknowledge me and my intuition, my guidance. That means I dismissed the guidance system that was telling me something. I was abused in a relationship, terribly. And when I say abuse, of course, here I'm referring to not any physical abuse. I'm talking about mental manipulations. And when I came out of it, of course it hurt me like hell. But I didn't have any grudges towards that guy, because the only thing I understood was that I was accountable for it. I was a participant. It couldn't have, the day I decided that it is not going to happen, it didn't happen. Nothing and no one could reach out to me. That person could not reach out to me because I said no. So I was participating in it. That means I was accountable. That means the tragedy that I projected it to be wasn't a tragedy. It was simply me not honoring my own intuition. And I had an intuition. I didn't hear my voice. When we sit here feeling extremely abused and we have this vanity about it, that we have this badge of honor. Yeah. Tragedy it's called. I have it. This happened to me. This, you see this tragedy here right on my heart? The badge where I have been burnt, this was me.
Yes. We feel pride in it.
See? You're wearing that pride, that's why I'm calling out your vanity. You're wearing it with pride that you were screwed. So drop that badge of honor. You were not abused, someone else didn't abuse you. You abused yourself because you didn't listen to your voice. You didn't listen to the intuition. Any one of us who have been in a relationship that abused us were in that relationship while there was a voice saying, this isn't good for you. That voice stopped you. That voice stopped us. We were still in it. And we were in it because of vanity. There's nothing else. Some of us wanted to save the other person. Some of us wanted to prove it that it can be otherwise. Some of us wanted to heal the other. Some of us wanted to have that ideal relationship that goes from being absolutely messed up to being a romantic legend. Yeah? You will have your own story of it. But you had your story to ignore your voice. So the badge of honor that you're wearing, put it down. The person who abused you didn't break you. They did what they did. That person didn't break you. You broke yourself because you didn't listen to the guiding, protecting voice that was telling you to not get into it in the first place, or when you were into it, was guiding you at every different corner, every different bend, telling you that this is not right. This is not how it should be. You stayed in it because you wanted to make a legend out of it. You wanted to make a story of, what is that called, rags to riches? So, fucked up to legend, something like that. So now that you know that you are the bitch in your life, that it's not someone else, would you like to reclaim yourself? You were born with a direct connection to a timeless, unconditional clarity within you. When you're connected to it fully, you don't need any babysitters and agents for your consciousness. You're absolutely clear in life.
All of us can only imagine the amount of suffering and struggle that would cut short for all of us. I'm not just a student of Udumbara Gesu who has participated in various classes with her. I lived with her in India for 5 years, and I've known her now for almost 2 decades. So I have seen her up close in her greatest difficulties and also in her greatest successes. I watched her help all types of seekers find their own inner clarity. And that is why I can say she has the heart of a realized woman. She helps you to tap into the upgraded version of yourself.
It's not like a vaccination drive. Not everybody can be put in one row and given a vaccine and say, now you are absolutely clear, let's run this world. Your journey to awaken your absolute clarity is to awaken that immovable trust in yourself. Becoming the nuclear woman is to learn how to live a naturally ecstatic life. The kind of life that is built on self-trust. It's built on truth and it's built on courage. It gives you the ability to see through the fog. It gives you the power to outdo redundant paradigms and look at your own ecstatic life. Yes, I do work with men, and I work with men class about. But if you are not interested in you, then you won't journey with me. Then you will be a one-time product buying customer, which I don't mind. You can, of course, I would love to make that money.
But you're not really interested.
I'm not interested. So show me something that you have. And your resonance, your willingness to change, your willingness to work on you, your willingness to love you, your willingness to include you in your life, in your process, is the kick that I get, is the thing that makes it interesting for me.